Ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday morning, so that means the patch notes came out in our sleep. So in this video, we're going to go through them, we're going to discuss them, I'm going to give you my thoughts, and then we're going to wait patiently for the patch to hit tomorrow morning. Alright, so let's just go straight over there, and let's just get right into it. Okay, so these came out 8 hours ago. These go live tomorrow. First little spiel, you guys know what it says. It's basically, we're shutting everything down for an hour, and we're giving you some crystals. So, okay, let's make this bigger. We apologize for the inconvenience. That's okay. You do it in my sleep. I don't even notice. Okay. New heroes and hero optimization. So, we knew who was coming, because I leaked it a week ago. SSS level Wenfear Summoner Hero Sif, who can summon Gobo, which is basically her big stone tank. Except he's a damage dealer, not a tank. He's a damage dealer. Stone Golem in the target area inherits some of her stats. We don't know which stats yet. I did go back, and I'm not going to go over her kit release in this video. I'm going to do my deep dive tomorrow. We'll go into it. But I went back to when Dorley was announced and went through her pre-release kit reveal, and it didn't let us know what stats were inherited by Dorgon either. It sounds like you're going to want to build her with crit rate and crit damage, because it sounds like Gobo inherits, or he needs to crit, and then he has ramping crit damage in his kit. So, yeah. So, you're probably going to have to build this lady with a Madness set and then a Sun Signet set with crit rate gloves. So, each crit attack by Gobo, there you go, decreases the cooldown of Sif's... It says cooldown of Sif's common skill, but in the kit reveal, it says it reduced the cooldown of her ultimate, which summons Gobo. In addition to Gobo, Sif can also summon Pebbles to remove control effects from Gobo. Gobo can dispel invincibility effects, aka anti-Fiona, and deal additional damage to the target on critical hits, as well as dispel control effects, become immune to control effects, and increase attack speed under certain conditions. Okay, so TLDR on the new hero, which again, I could go find her. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's go find her little intro cinematic. Okay, it's going to be loud. Wow. Let's go full screen. Come on, full screen. There we go. Okay. Let me just make sure that... Oh, let me get my head out of here. Very cool. I'm excited. The desk is rising. Okay. The desk is rising. Alright, so she comes out tomorrow. That's probably the biggest thing. Make summoners great again. Did I just trigger anybody? So, yeah, Gobo, she sounds like she's going to be another bear, or another Dan, I should say. So, Gobo's the bear, and then she's Daniel. I don't think you're going to get I just stuttered there. You're not going to get a lot of damage out of herself. It's all coming from her summon, right? Single target, so will it work on Turbine? We'll see. New events and event optimization. So, this is the 14-day one. This is the Sif one. A new limited recruitment event. Sif, Nagrama, and Xander. Okay, Xander's useless. Nagrama has some niche uses. I used to be a big old Nagrama simp back in the day. Another limited recruitment event will be open on some servers. Basically, these are all if you're out of server, I think you're server 3 or if you're in a new server, week 3 or higher. Otherwise, you're not going to see these. You will get Sif with the week 3 if it's Crete. I don't know if it's still Crete. But you'll get Sif in week 3, but you won't get Ampu. I think if you're in week 4, you might get all 3. Otherwise, you don't get these extra supplementary banners unless you're out of week 4. So yeah, Ampu, Oysa, and Rakana. I actually called Ampu way back when, just because it had been, I think, 13 or 11 weeks since Ampu's last release, and just made the most sense that he would come during a summoner cycle. So I called that. That's only a 7-day one, though. That's the mini banner, or the 1-week banner. Okay, here comes, go get your Caraxia tickets. New event, Mirror of Reformation, will open on some servers. Again, after server 3 or after week 3. I don't know why I keep saying server 3. During this event, you'll receive the corresponding rewards attributable to however many limited tickets you pull by recruiting a certain number of times in the designated limited recruitment banner. You have to pull on Sif. If you pull on Ampu, you will not get credit for the Mirror of Reformation. It says it in game, but a lot of people still get caught on it. So what you can do is, if you need an Ampu copy, pull 59 limited tickets on Sif, pull 1 on Ampu to get his copy, his pity copy. It's going to reset the pity. Then you're going to have to go back, and you're going to have to do the 60 to get the Sif, but you're going to want to do up to 180, yeah, math, to get the other copy of Sif. So what you're doing is basically, you'll do 59 1, and then 60 to get the Sif pity, and then you're going to have to do another 61 to get that 180 copy, right? Because you went 59, 60, and then you got to go 61, because you got to go 63 times. So you have to pull it on Sif. If you want an Ampu, that's the only way you're going to get them. You have to do 59, 1, 60, 61. And that'll get you 2 copies of Sif and 1 copy of Ampu. Got it? Okay, cool. All right, moving on. So that's a 7-day thing, and that's going to give you, what, like 20? I think it's going to give you 20 or 40. I can't remember. Caraxia tickets. Not shards. Tickets, which means you get a roughly 2 shards per 10. So if it's 20, you're going to get 4 shards. If it's 40, you're going to get 8 shards. I know. Details gathering. That's nothing crazy out of the blue there. We knew that was coming. That is the bi-weekly event, which goes with Gamuzo's Bell. But it's interesting that they're putting Kane in here. Kane. He's useful. I actually use him on my free-to-play account in the new Crimson Rot level 7, and he works. Kane can be used at endgame. Diamonds and mythic runes, right? So this is the event where if you want to get the mythic runes, and there's 30 of them, you have to pull 99 cents per day, every day. I'm going to go into game here for a second. I'm going to show you where it is. I've shown this before in other videos. Go into the store. Go into special pack. So it'll be automatically set to the advanced. See up here it says it's on the advanced tab. Move it to the basic. If you pull this right here, 99 cents, you have to do this at least, at minimum. You have to spend 99 cents per day for 7 days, but that will get you 30 red runes, and it'll also get you some more rested gears to possibly get some good stuff. And if we go look in, like, say, what is it? It's not special packs. Is it value packs? Okay, value. We can kind of see this. You can see, where's the red runes down here? There we go. So 30 red runes is priced at roughly 20 bucks. So for $7, you're getting 30. So this is one place, especially given how rare red runes are, that I would advocate spending if you're a spender. So that's what you got to do. I'm probably going to keep telling people how to do that because new people are coming into the game, new people are seeing these videos. So that's coming for a week. And then Gamuzo's Bell, which is where you spend your currency you get from the Details Gathering, aka the Rusted Gears. You spin to win on this Gamuzo's Bell event. This is a pay-to-win event. If you want to ensure you get all the good prizes on this wheel, you have to spend roughly $300. Just saying. You can get lucky, and the odds aren't bad. They're not horrible. I've gotten a lot of good stuff free to play on this, and I have gone ham on it in the past. It's not worth the $300. What was that? That was weird. Okay, so, but, very, very important, what's in here, guys. The main rewards of this event are changed to Sif copies, an Ampu copy, and the Mythic Divine, I don't know why my brain was trying to crush those two words together, the Mythic Divine prototype Eye of Annihilation, not Impulse of Annihilation, Eye of Annihilation. We are getting a brand new red prototype, and I want it. We'll get to what it is in a second, but I want it. 7 days. And then Project Premium Development, ignore. This is like, go spend $5,000 and you get the top prize. Don't worry about that one. Nope. Not even the Whales or Krakens worry about Premium Development. That could probably be changed to something else. A new season of Twilight Lands opens on some servers. Okay, so we already had a heads up. And I think it is still in the game. We're going to go back to the game. Alright. So where... Oh, wait. Twilight Lands. I'm not going to click on it because that'll change the music. Screw it. Oh, it did change my music. Okay, good. Okay, so these are the bosses that you're going to need to tackle in stage 16 in order to pass it, in order to complete it. So the boss at 16-7 is a Vanguard boss. Probably going to be the same boss that we just fought in Endless Battles, but it is more than likely going to require Ares. I know the last time this came around, when it was also 16-7, I think I beat it in 2 tries on my main account. So this one you should be able to power through. If you have a good Barog is going to carry you through this one. Unless they change up the boss completely, but I don't think they're going to. I think it's going to be the same boss that they've had in here previously, which is the one that is currently in Endless Battles for Vanguard. But 16-10 is Summoners. Now, I cannot see them changing this boss from the last one, which was, again, the same boss that we have right now in Endless Battles. But, last season, or last month in Twilight Lands, it was an assassin boss at the end. And they did tweak it. So that it felt like you almost needed Fiona. Now, I know you didn't. You could have done it with Maz and Miranda, double healing, but Fiona allowed you to one-shot the boss. There's like a weird little jingle plays every once in a while. It's got to be over on Facebook. So be ready that this might require Sif, right? They tend to try to make the final boss and the mini boss relatable to the last 2 characters that were released the previous 2 weeks and the current 2 weeks, right? Present you with a problem, sell you the solution. So that's that. That's what's coming. That's what you have in store for you, Twilight Lands. I love Twilight Lands, even though it's a race, right? That last 3 days, I love it. But again, that said, I always get first, ever since Karaz quit. Yes, so I like it. That's why. You're right. Gives me something to do next Saturday morning when I'm laying in bed. Got my alarm set, ready to go. Crack of the bell. Off we go. Okay, so that's the content that's coming. The only thing really new that the devs are giving us there is Sif. They did allude to the new prototype, which we'll discuss here shortly. But you're right, the content has been tweaked. Like Twilight Lands, they've changed it a bit, changed it around. You know, the events are changed around a little bit. But really, the only new thing, the only new shiny, the only new piece of content is Sif. Now let's get into game content adjustments and optimizations. So this is fantastic. I have to slow clap. I got to come up with like a GIF, a scene transition for like things that I really, really like, because this is one of my most favorite things they've done in a long time. So optimize the logic of multiple equipment tabs, so that the same piece of equipment can be equipped in 3 equipment tabs of the same hero. If you didn't know, and this is going to screw up my sound, we're going back to the game. A few months ago, let's just pick who has a really short intro. I don't want to go through an intro. So in gearing, they gave us these 3 tabs up top here, right? But so say I wanted to do a opportunistic set with Vigorous, right? But I wanted to reuse these 2 Vigorous pieces because those are optimal for Zeta. I can go into this tab and I can build these 4 with opportunistic. But if I put those same Vigorous pieces right there down here, it will remove them from this preset. So this limitation effectively rendered this pretty much useless, if I'm being honest, and I still have to rely on this loadout system. But they're fixing that. See? Okay, good. Sound came back. All right. So that's what's being changed. That is awesome. Kudos to the devs. I love you. That is awesome. I remember putting that in the bug reports right when that came out. The fact that it wasn't working and it was rendering it useless. 2. Now my music seems really loud. The music in this game. Okay, let's go there. 2, optimize some equipment rating logic, which, good, they're tweaking it, because for the most part I do like how they've rated the gear. It makes it really easy to disassemble. But say like a surge piece. If a surge piece, hands or helm or feet have HP on them, it automatically qualifies it as lower. And people like Ares and Wamagon want surge pieces, and Barag would want surge pieces with HP main stat. So hopefully that changes some of that, because you can pretty much just disassemble all your D and C gear, but you really do got to be careful, because there are some pieces that this logic system just overlooks, just gets wrong. Added star level display for immortal equipment tempering materials. Okay, so what that means, and I don't have any tempering materials. I'm not even going to go to my account. So what that means is right now in game, you got to click on it in your bag to see what it is. I'm assuming they're going to go put a star icon on the pieces or the materials in your bag, so it's more evident what they are. Optimize the logic of equipment red dots and equip all function. I like that they're still tweaking this. It's getting better. It is getting better. This is the one time where the red dots were showing up that it was actually recommending to me better pieces. So I went through all my heroes and did a lot of good gearing changes based on this red dot function. Not the equip all, but the red dot function. And then here we go. Added a new mythic divine prototype, Eye of Annihilation. This is a replacement to the purple prototype Chaos Chip. So, I'm trying to see. My camera's like on an angle. Yeah, I gotta be like sitting like this to be looking straight on. That's weird. So, skill description. This is only, it says it's only for assassins. Skill description. After a total of 4 basic attack, crits, teleports, or charges, which is going to be pretty quick in the game. They're going to get those pretty quick. Assassin heroes gain 40% attack, which is what the Chaos Chip gave you, but additionally 25% crit damage for the rest of the battle. So now you no longer have to keep a shield on them to make this active or to activate this effect. It's just going to be permanent. Now, I've seen some comments already that this is going to make assassins far more OP. But also keep in mind the trade-off right now. We were running, say, Impulse of Annihilation, which is it's more for vanguards. We've been running that as the PvP first prototype. So what we're losing for this attack and crit damage is we're losing all the stuns, right? We're losing the stuns. So it's a trade-off. I think it's nice that we're actually gonna get to use a red prototype. We shouldn't be using purples at this at this point in the game, right? We should all be moved on from the purples. That being said, Chaos Chip is still going to be your best prototype for damage for PvE until you get a copy or 2 copies of this one as well. Optimize the hero system. What does that mean? Optimize the recommended stats and equipment sets for heroes in the strategy feature. That just means if you click on their tab, what they're recommending in game, they're optimizing this because obviously as they bring in new gear sets, that changes, and they're probably catching up with some of the stuff that we've discovered that they were originally not recommending. Optimize the interface of core stats in the strategy feature. Okay, well, what is that? What is that? What are core stats? Okay, let's pick on Zeta again. So strategy, it's under my head here. Let me move. That's this up here, strategy. So they're updating the core stats, which is up here. In my opinion, they need 3 because a lot of heroes need 3 stats. Think like Ares. Ares needs accuracy, HP, and damage reduction. Right? And then the set recommendations, this is what they're also tweaking. You see, Zeta's correct. You know, opportunistic, vigorous, and herald. They got it right. So, but what else could she use? I don't know. A lot of heroes require 3, so hopefully that's what they mean is they're adding a 3rd one. And the music stayed quiet this time. Let's try something. Let's go. What did I do last time to make the sound come back? Nope, sound's gone. Alright, sound's gone. Sound's really quiet. So we're going to crank my background. Hopefully you guys can hear the music. There we go. Bug fixes. Usually I don't discuss bug fixes, but let's just see if there's anything interesting here. So fix an issue with Hyper Evolution status of heroes was not displayed in Hell Arena. Basically, you were seeing 240 in Hell Arena, not the blue 120. Fix the issue that class technology reset button. Don't care. Fix the issue that internal combat power displayed in Crimson Rot. Don't care. Fixed a multi-language issue. Don't care. There's still a million language faux pas in this game. Fix the issue that the interface might be abnormal. Don't care. Fix the issue that heroes could not select Thunder. Don't care. Fix the issue that the interface exposure was too high. Don't care. Fix the issue that the countdown timer for the opening of Chapter 16 for Twilight Lands was incorrect. It wasn't incorrect. It was just... it was lacking hours. It had it in days. So some people were getting confused. Because say... Twilight Land Stage 16 opens at 10 o'clock Eastern US. So if you were in-game and it was before 10 o'clock, say you were logged into the game at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. or 9:50 a.m., it would always add a day because it didn't give you the hours or minutes. So it was counting all the days leading up to it, but then since it was, say, if 9:52, it was still counting that 8 minutes until the next tick of the clock for the next day started over. It was still counting that next 8 or that last 8 minutes as another whole day. Some people were getting really confused that it was and it opened a day earlier than they expected because they didn't know that. So it's not that the timing was incorrect. It was just that it was only measured in days, not hours. It should be days and hours. Then there'll be no confusion, which is what I'm assuming they're going to do. This is called the Dan Heilman bug. This is what he hated. Fix the issue that heroes with execution skills equipping the Immortal Fade Out set would incorrectly kill themselves when the HP was deducted. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. So yeah, Immortal Fade Out requires your heroes to lose HP and die, and then they get a bonus. So this was like the Caraxia set. It's hilarious that she was killing herself at the HP benchmark where she executes heroes. That is funny. That is really, really funny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much it. That is the TLDR for the update coming tomorrow. So, that is the notes for the update coming tomorrow. What is the TLDR? It's Sif is coming. We're getting a new Mythic Divine prototype for Assassins. Twilight Lands is opening tomorrow. They're changing the gear tabs, which is awesome because those tabs you can actually switch when you're in game. Like I go into a battle, I can switch in there. I don't have to like go into the battle. Ah, crap. I'm still on that gear set. Go out, load up the old one, overwrite the one we're on. Like this endless battles for bug gear was insane because I had to have a different bug gear set for Jaina, Ampu, Barag, Leo, Crete, and Ares, and I had to switch them all over to bug gear, go do the battle, and then switch it all back. And the problem now is that since Hell Arena is active and the payouts are so good, I don't want to be in bug gear when people fight me in Hell Arena or Summon Arena or anywhere. And you'll notice that if you go into, say, like endless battles and you select, if you have a tab just for bug gear, if you select that tab, it will stay as bug gear on that tab for this piece of content. Whereas if I'm also going to a PvP fight and I select a tab for a PvP loadout, it'll remain on that loadout for that piece of content. So that it's very intuitive, so that for PvP, you're always going to be in a PvP set. You don't have to worry about people sniping you when you're out of it. For PvE, you're always going to be in a PvE set, right? So that, and then you don't have to worry about changing back. So that fix alone makes this whole update an SSS or an SP tier in my eyes. Tell me what you guys think. what should I do for a word of the day today? I do have a fuzzy brain again, but I've used that one. Let's just go loadouts, because they're finally fixing the loadouts. Tell me what you think of the patch coming tomorrow. Put loadouts down as the word of the day, and I will thank you profusely. Stay tuned, or come back tomorrow. Stay tuned, log in. Tomorrow I'm going to have my deep dive on Sif. I think I already kind of know how she's going to go, but I'm interested. I'm really, really interested to see how she does. So I will have the deep dive out tomorrow morning, or sometime tomorrow, because it's Thursday. I got to get through all Twilight Lands. I got to get stage 15 done, but I'm going to have that as well. I got an apology video to make, which is going to be released today with this video. So until next time, everybody, catch you in the next one. Cheers, peace, bye-bye.